On Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi to evaluate our distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thanks for having me again. So, this speech was a wonderful speech about mentorship and how mentorship helps us in day-to-day life, not just in Toastmaster. So, they, I'll tell his strengths first. So, his gestures were very good, as expected. He had real connect to life, and his choices of good and bad experiences were well connected to our to everyone's life. And as everyone knows, 65% of our speech comes from well connected from our body, back body language. So his body language is also good. He also started a speech with a very interesting question, like, do we need a mentor? And he had good confidence in speaking as expected. And he also had a good impactful conclusion. So in every speech, you always need a good impactful speech. So he had a very wonderful impact conclusion, and I don't think I find any areas of improvement. He was very dedicated to speech, and he went the extra mile to give a speech. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niranjan Rishi, for evaluating our distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon's prepared speech.
Toastmaster Niranjan. So let me call upon our second speaker, the distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Learn every day. Learn every day. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, and a very good morning to everyone. When I first started off in Toastmasters, a lot of people used to ask me, do you have a mentor? Have you taken a mentor? And I was like wondering, what is the need for a mentor? Till today, I don't have a mentor in Toastmasters because my thinking is that, do you need a formal mentor anyway? Because you learn a lot from looking at people around you. When we were born, the first mentors that we had in our life were our parents. Now, a parent didn't tell me that I'm going to mentor you, did they? I don't think any of our parents told us that we are going to mentor you. It's assumed that they will do it. And we learned a lot of good things in life from them. As we went to school, there were a lot of students along with us. Now, we would have looked up to some people for all the things that we found that they were doing great. We also would have looked at some people and said, these are the things that I will not do, because it kind of did not align with our thoughts and our ideals. So in a way, they were also mentors to us because they taught us a lot. They taught us something which we could also imbibe as characters in us or traits in us. There were some who said, these are the things which I will not do by looking at them. There were teachers in school who taught us and brought us to where we are today. Now, did the teacher tell you that I'm going to mentor you? No. The teacher said, I'm going to teach you. That's what the teacher said. They didn't say, come, I'll mentor you. You are my mentee. Huh? They just said, let's learn. And they taught us. So they were also mentors. As we moved through school and got into college, we had a different ecosystem around us. From having spent 10 or 12 years in a school with the same set of people, suddenly you moved to an environment where everybody was unknown to you. So you had to make the different friends. You had to establish new connections. The environment was new to you. Here again, you looked up at some people. You could look up to your seniors. You could look up to people who joined along with you. You looked up to a new set of professors. And they also taught you a lot of things. A lot of things which you felt you could imbibe. A lot of things which you felt that you should not be doing. A lot of things which I can aspire for. A lot of things which I don't need to aspire for. A lot of things which I feel if I do, I could be better in life. A lot of things which I do, I would not do better in life. But some people do the other way. You looked at them and say, they do all that they want to do, which I will not do, but they get ahead in life. How? Well, it's everybody's choices at the end of the day. What is good to you may not be good to somebody. What is not good to you may be good to somebody else. So, weren't they mentors to us? Yes, everybody was a mentor. You travel to college every day back. You take the public transport, you take your own vehicle, you move along. You see a lot of experiences around you every day. That experiences teaches you a lot about how to navigate through life and how to become better at whatever you want to become. Now, do those experiences come and say, let me mentor you? They don't. Experiences just happen to you and you happen to learn from them. If you want to learn, you learn. If you choose to ignore, you can ignore. Nobody forces anything on you. As you move through college, get into your working environment, again, everything changes. You have to still develop a new set of relationships, start from scratch. Instead of professors, now you've got bosses. So you have to start working along with them. There again, people will say you're part of a team, you are part of an organization, you have to work under somebody. Working under somebody is not mentoring. But there are certain bosses, certain leaders who will coach you, who will guide you without you going and asking them. They will not come and tell you, I'm your mentor, I will show you what you need to do. No. They believe that they should lead you, make you a better person, and they will help you do that. They are your mentors. You see your colleagues. You will learn a lot from those people. Here again, you will learn a lot about what you need to do. You will learn a lot about what you don't need to do. And then you move ahead in life. So that's also mentoring. So you don't need somebody who's a formal mentor to you. It's good to have. But could a formal mentor tell you about everything that happens? No. Because the formal mentor is also a human being. He or she will have their limitations in terms of their experience, their knowledge. They can only guide you to whatever they feel is right or wrong. But if you see the entire ecosystem or the world around you as a mentor that's teaching you something new every day, that's helping you become better every day, that is helping you see what happens if you do something which you feel is wrong and what are the consequences of it. You see something which you believe is right and somebody doing it and you see the consequences of that, you say, yes, this is something that I want to do. That is what kind of takes you to make you a better individual. It's not about a formal title. Leaderships often work without a title. So if you have somebody who you look up to, good. If you have somebody who's your mentor, good. If you think things are working out your way, good. But there is a far bigger mentorship waiting outside in all the things that happen to us on a daily basis. If you have to make a note of it as to what happens when you do something different, what happens when you do something and it works out well for you, when you see things happening to your friends, relatives, colleagues, how they progress in life, what setbacks they get in life, how your company progresses, how your company falters, all that is a great learning. And that is true mentorship, which the universe is providing to you on a daily basis. So make use of that mentorship, look around you, keep your eyes and ears open, imbibe what's happening around you, and you will be a better person as the days progress. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.